It's Tony Schiavone back at the C4, the Continental Classic Control Center. Hi, everybody. As we draw closer to see who will go on to World's End December 30th and become the AEW Modern Day Triple Crown Champion, tonight we'll be bringing you action from the Blue League of the Continental Classic. It all comes your way live on TNT on AEW Collision Holiday Bash. This Holiday Bash 2023, we are in conjunction with our partners, Jazzwares, Warner Brothers Discovery, TNT, and TBS, giving away over $1 million in action figures and toys to Toys for Tots. Tonight's all-important telecast originates from the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the San Antonio Spurs. We take the air tonight at 8/7 Central with tickets available at AEWTIX.com. Before we get into the Blue League matches for tonight on Collision, let's get you up to date on the tournament. Each match, 20-minute time limit. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a time limit draw. And everyone is banned from ringside. The semifinals for the Gold League has already been decided. And this coming Wednesday on Dynamite, it'll be a three-way match as Jon Moxley collides with both Swerve Strickland and Jay White to see who will win the Gold League. This past Wednesday in Oklahoma City on Dynamite, Swerve Strickland bested Roosh. Jay White scored an incredible win over Jon Moxley, give all three men 12 points. We have post-match comments from all three men this past Wednesday, beginning with Jon Moxley, who suffered his only defeat of the tournament.
Well, that is how you finish a block. If not with victory, with maximum effort. Am I pissed off? Oh yeah. I wanted that 5-0 real bad. But hey, you can't lose what you never had in the first place, so why worry about it? Last week I told Swerve Strickland if he was ever gonna be great, at some point he was gonna have to learn how to lose. What better time to prove a point than right now? Right now I'm knocked down, I got dirt in my eye, I got blood in my mouth. I'm on one leg and maybe the victim of some unfortunate circumstances. Brian's eyes falling out of his head. Next week I gotta face two guys, two of the hottest wrestlers in the world. They got two snipers coming after my head at the same time in a triple threat match. And I hate three-ways, man. Right about now is when most people start making excuses. They start coming to terms with defeat. But I don't get paid to make excuses. Next week, I will show the world something really special. Jay White, Swerve Strickland are gonna have a front row seat. I'm gonna show everyone in AEW, every wrestler all around the world, every young wrestler in every bingo hall, at every locker room, at every carnival, every young high school wrestler in his high school wrestling room, every junior hockey player, everybody from any walk of life. When you got a job to do, the world doesn't care if you're sick, if you're tired, if you're hurt. When these AEW fans come to these shows and they buy tickets and they pay for parking and they bring their kids and they take a night off work that they can't afford, they don't want your excuses, man. They deserve 100% of your effort. Next week, I'm gonna show the world how to suck it up and get the job done. Next week, I'm gonna get this job done, do my job, and win this block. Nothing pisses me off more, man. And these punk-ass dudes coming into AEW thinking it's supposed to be easy, with their little poor me attitudes when things don't go their way, man. This is pro wrestling. This is the greatest sport in the world, and this is all elite wrestling. This ain't supposed to be easy.
Hey, Swerve. Can we just get a quick question with you? What exactly happened out there? We saw you come out on the ramp after Switchblade got the win over Moxley. What's going through your head?
Don't you always play with your food before you eat it? I know I do. This is actually like one of the best scenarios I could ask for. I guess somebody that I've already defeated already in Jay White, and somebody I need to get revenge on with Jon Moxley. 2 birds, 1 stone, going for my Triple Crown Championship. Gold League has been probably the toughest tournament that you've ever seen in the United States, probably in the industry. You know why? Because I'm in it. I'm ferocious. So is my competition, but I don't really worry about them. I went through this whole tournament nerve damage in the shoulder, still came up to the final block of the Gold League. It just happened to be a triple threat. Another roadblock, another way for Swerve to make his name even more impactful than it already is this year. 2023 has been fantastic. How do we leave this off? Swerve pinning either Jon Moxley or Jay White again. Simple as that. See you in Orlando. I don't gotta catch a flight. I'm gonna swerve when I drive.
As mentioned, the three-way to win the Gold League will happen Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. More on that in just a moment. But now look at the Blue League scoreboard. Bryan Danielson and Andrade El Idolo are each tied with 9 points. Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, and Eddie Kingston each have 6. Tonight, Claudio Castagnoli meets Bryan Danielson in a very intriguing battle between members of the Blackpool Combat Club. A win by Danielson puts him in the semis next week on Dynamite. A win by Claudio gives him 9 points. Brody King faces Daniel Garcia. A win by Brody gives him 9 points. And Andrade El Idolo will battle Eddie Kingston. This one is very, very important. If Andrade El Idolo wins, then he goes into the semis next Wednesday with 12 points. But a win by Kingston, well, that puts together so many possibilities. Tonight's Continental Classic matches are in conjunction with our Toys for Tots event, as we talked about. We call it our Tournament for Tots. All 3 Blue League matches have a ton on the line. But the Tournament for Tots matches in the Continental Classic are not all that we have going on tonight. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass defend the AEW Trios Championship tonight against Top Flight and Action Andretti. Former AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa returns to action in over a year as she teams with Abaddon to meet TBS champion Julia Hart and Sky Blue. We're here live from Christian Cage. He'll respond to a challenge laid down by the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland for a no disqualification match at World's End. And just signed for tonight, Brian Cage, the Machine, will meet Big Keith Lee. It's a fantastic night of pro wrestling lined up for you tonight, live on TNT on AEW Collision Holiday Bash. Once again, tonight's event originates from the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas, beginning at 8 to 7 Central. Coming tonight, live in San Antonio, we'd love to see you. Tickets at AEWTIX.com and come early. Bell time tonight at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, 6 p.m. local time. As we mentioned earlier, this coming Wednesday, the semifinals of the Continental Classic will be held. We already know that Jon Moxley will meet both Swerve Strickland and Jay White in a 3-way match. We will find out about the Blue League tonight. This Wednesday's event will be AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash. Will originate from the Edition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida, and live on TBS, 8, 7 Central. For our fans in Orlando and Central Florida, tickets available at AEWTIX.com. And of course, this all leads to the final AEW pay-per-view event of 2023. And it comes your way in 1 week now, next Saturday, December 30th, AEW World's End, live from the historic Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum on Long Island in Uniondale, New York. Next Saturday at World's End, MJF defends the AEW World title against Samoa Joe. We'll have the championship match of the Continental Classic, and Timeless Toni Storm defends her AEW Women's World Championship against former champion Riho. More matches to be announced in the next few days. Tickets for World's End at AEWTIX.com, and don't forget, tickets make great holiday gifts. Speaking of tickets, tickets for All In London at Wembley Stadium, Sunday, August 25th, 2024, are now on sale. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history on August 25th. For tickets and information, go to ticketmaster.co.uk or livenation.co.uk. Revolution 2024, as the world knows by now, will be the final match in the incredible career of Sting. The event takes place Sunday, March 3rd on pay-per-view, originating from the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. Over 10,000 tickets have already been sold, but we continue to open up more seats so you can be a part of this event. Tickets are still available at AEWTIX.com, and once again, tickets make great holiday gifts. Tonight, fans, it's AEW Collision Holiday Bash, live from the Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, Texas, and only on TNT, live starting at 8/7 Central. We celebrate the holidays as we have matches in the Blue League to find out who moves on to the semis this coming Wednesday, and we celebrate Toys for Tots. Tickets are available at AEWTIX.com, and for our fans in San Antonio, don't forget to come early. Bell time is 6 p.m. local and stay after Collision for some exciting Ring of Honor action. This is Tony Schiavone from C4, the Continental Classic Control Center. See you tonight live at AEW Collision Holiday Bash. We are AEW.